Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't look loud. Always talk right. Okay. So that's what's going on. That's why nobody's able to hear me. Good, beautiful morning, everyone. So I learned about positioning of the microphone, and apparently looking to my left, where I basically talk to everyone in my eyes, I'm doing it wrong. But that's okay, we were figuring everything out as we go per day. But hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you're headed to bed and you're watching the bot, hope you have a good night. Well, today we have a nice little special announcement if you haven't already seen. Basically, we have a little something that's going on in the background. If you guys haven't already seen it, we'll go ahead and take a look at it. Here in a second. As soon as it comes up, my lord. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. We basically made a new post the other day. So if you ever want to take a vote, would anybody be interested in a 24-hour War Thunderathon or any other game? You have 3 choices: yes, no, or other. It's up to everybody. We do have plans of a possibility of doing so, but of course everything is different. This is not right for some reason. I don't know. It feels off. I guess everything will feel off if it stays in there. Just gotta keep it in frame, I guess. Anyways, there's that. So, hope everybody's doing alright. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in the background that you guys do not know of. I don't necessarily want you guys knowing about. Alright, so in the meantime, we need to do an SPG along with a fighter jet. Usually I would go with this, but there's a bunch of SPGs we could use in 6.7 along with having a strike aircraft. Whoa, no, we don't want to do a night aircraft, do we? That's a problem. It is a problem. Here we go. I hope it considers this a fighter, because it says where a fighter was used, but I'm not sure if they're going to use this. And we need to destroy player vehicles with 2 of those. So this gets 2 missions at once. That way we don't have to worry about it later on. So hopefully this configures. And hopefully we don't have as many bots as yesterday. That's going to be beautiful, isn't it? Okay, let's go ahead and get the Discord open, and if anybody's there and it wants to play, we don't mind. We do only have roughly about 4 hours, so that'll be interesting. No, no, nobody. Huh. Who knew? Alright. Well, we'll get started in about 2 minutes. In case you don't know, I'm kidding. Of course we're going to start now. So basically there's a lot going on in the background that you guys probably aren't too interested in. But we have our work cut out for us. Oh well. Forces us towards B side. Interesting. We'll see how things go. I was actually thinking about changing how my War Thunder looks a little bit. I might actually turn down upscaling from AI, well, DLSS, and just use something else. Although DLSS does look good, it does meld things together with bushes, so it's really hard to see past bushes. More than likely not. This is interesting. This is not a good place for this to be. That Fiat hunted something down. We're gonna follow suit. Yep. We can't do anything at the moment. You might want to move, my man.
Another zone captured, we have the advantage.
Oh my god. So close. Too bad. Two down. Ow. Wow. He was already dead? Not completely. That was a little weird. $500. My man. Stop. Now you're gonna have me looking over there the entire time. You're off.
Attention to the designated grid square! Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Oh man, thought he was a genius. The problem is you don't want to have to rely on the reload speed. Huh. It should have just barely skidded. It was barely touching the top, you can see that. Alright, my man. You think yourself a pro? We go beep up up up. I love fun. Because I love this thing. It's beauty. A swing. Yeah, what a sniper.
Attention to the designated grid square! Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
It was fun. while it lasted. Look at him.
Attention to the designated grid square.
That was just fun. Okay. Not much we could do, because as soon as we get in there is the moment everything ends. Disappointingly. And there we go. Whoop. I love my stuff. Speaking of which, we are needing water. I was terrible that entire game. That was worth it. Oh man. We gotta destroy heavy tanks now. As an up tier. That's cool. Gonna spawn as A side. The charioteer could, in theory, just depend about everything, but I need the points for the air spawn. It's a possibility we might face a Vulcan. I hate America. America-Israel line too. So there's 2 times the Vulcans. So air is going to be semi-viable. Not viable at all. Just semi.
Attention to the map.
Well, that was interesting. We'll push up just slightly to see if we can't see anything. You can't pen this. Sorry.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Enemy forces have captured a zone. Attention to the map.
He's really not wanting to push. They really got pushed to their spawn.
Attention to the designated grid square. Attention to the map. Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
Saw something fire from out there. Oh. That's the ELC. You might want to keep going, my man. It won't get destroyed, my man. Here, have some smoke. Oh, wow. Okay. We'll do it that way, my man. I hope your guns are as good as your aim with those. Got about 20 seconds. Last time I checked, he was on the right side, so he's going to be on left side by the time I get over there. And up. Reduce some speed. B239, if I remember correctly, that was not what I thought it was. Okay. Ooh, we've got one of those. Okay, 3 aircraft.
Attention to the map.
Main priority is the one with the most. Hopefully they don't try to do a head-on collision here. That was going towards home. Oh. Hey. You tipped. That was a bad choice. It was an AD4. Yeah, the one crashed. It sucks that they only focus on one instead of realizing their danger behind. So that gave us air superiority. Granted, there should have been an AA or two out here already. Probably after their first death inside of spawn, but apparently not. But that's okay. Beggars can't be choosers. We're gonna focus on that left side. We're not gonna focus on B. That's what I would do. Oh, speaking of which, I changed my volume, so you should be able to hear the click. But also, you should be able to hear my voice a lot better for some of those very quiet videos that I've been hearing. I didn't know if anybody was fine with the volume that was, or the volume that will be. So give me a heads up. Feedback is always appreciative. Alright. More than likely right here. That was off. But they know I'm here. Looked like a ZS1. Look what it is. Wow, what was that? My man. You let that guy beat you? All right. It was worth a try. Woo! Excuse me. Sneezy McGee out there. A's open, and it's more than likely. Yep. Sorry. You should have backed up, my man. You still had a gunner. Not a gunner, a driver. Also, why'd you try to shoot past a gate without machining it first? He was a flak panzer though, so he could have done some damage at least, which he was doing pretty good at. I'm actually kind of proud of him. I wish I had that, if I'm being honest. We're gonna wait. We're not gonna push too hard here. He's gonna be behind the mountain. And he's gonna be right about there. What exactly was he going for there?
Multiple strategic zones are captured.
B's covered. Ours is covered. That is a super Pershing. I can't touch that. Good job! Well, I couldn't touch it because of all this trash. I'd have to expose myself a little bit. I didn't want to get rid of his shot. You can hear all the Vulcans going off. Oh, wow. Okay, leave me nothing. Take everything. Good shot. Well, good spot.
Attack the sea point.
Well, more likely attack the B point. It was smart of him to go through the dead zone. Very smart indeed. What do you mean beats me? How you doing, Iron? You know, they really need to put timestamps on those. Good job. Good job, Flak Panzer. Great man.
Attention to the map.
What does a cop do? Beats me. I'm not gonna have enough time. Man. Somebody should have had one by now. I might actually get about 2 seconds worth. Nope. Nope. No!
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
There it is. Sounds like the THX for there for a second. Sounded really like the THX there for a minute. Jesus. That wasn't bad. It was actually a pretty good match. 2,000 more and we'll be ready for the combat vehicle. What is... Oh, well, that's crazy. We still need to use one of these at least. So I'll have to put that in the next one. Which is crazy enough as it is. It's not bad. It's not bad. Alright, so... I'd really love to use her, but she has to be an ender. Not a beginner. If you use a heavy at the very beginning, you're more likely losing it. A. And B. Strategically, heavies are supposed to be used last. Heavies and mediums. The reason why is because hardly anything at the very end of the game will be heavy guns. So you want to start off small and big. We've already got one on that. Go ahead and do that. Ah. Yeah.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones.
She's roughly about 300. Hi! Come get me. Ah. You had to take the driver first. That's okay. You deserve it. Oh, good. Thank you, Tybo. Hope you have a good day, my man. Haven't had a single terrible game yet. Today, anyways. Yesterday was absolutely atrocious. But still not bad. Not bad yet. You really don't want to tempt her. Hope you're having a good one. Although I may be in the medium of the whole career, I have yet to touch anything above 10. Which is why we're still on Sweden. I'd rather get Sweden up to 10 to 12 than anything else. I was a German maid for a very long time. And then the Kungstiger came out. I was like, yep. I'm done with Germany for a little while. Man. Why is it always so slow to get up hills? It just feels like I've been driving for 90 years. Ooh. I've touched everything to not 6.7, but 5.7. Oh, really? That AMX is right there in front of him. I fairly enjoyed every nation. Sweden was really hard to get into, with all its solid shots at the very beginning, and being the first one to have APTS, it was interesting, to say the least. But I've certainly fairly enjoyed Sweden more as an entire branch, from their aircraft all the way down to, Jesus Christ, some of their premiums. I've gotten all their premiums for free. You're more than likely gonna go right there. Huh? Oh wow, did they already take care of that guy that was right there? Well, that's cool. Post damage is definitely a little bit lacking. And you are right, they are really fun. As soon as you get into 6.7, without having to worry about all of the effects, as you say, it becomes really fun. You definitely have to kick a lot of habits when you start as a German main or as a... Oh wow. She definitely did not take well. Oh well, I missed that. I'm not going anywhere. You're not wrong.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack. Attention to the designated grid square.
The only disappointing part that I have... Now don't get me wrong, is getting the Comet 1. You're thinking you can combat Tigers left and... You can't. You can't. I'm currently 2 off having from CV90 Swarm at 10. Nice! I'm currently at 8.7. After this match, we'll have the light vehicle for the 8.7. I don't really remember the names until I use them. Like the Leopard. That Leopard is a weird one, but it shreds if you know what you're doing. I think that's what it is. I've had to learn vehicles while using them. I never learned vehicles unless I've been killed by them a lot. And I'm talking about the T-29 and the T-34. Don't get me started with the T-26s. Big-eared little bastards. But once you learn them, they became super easy. Oh, well, there goes that opportunity. Ah, hand jerked. And I missed it. Dang. Well, I did tempt the snail a little too much today, apparently. I'm thrown off my game. Ooh, you're a beauty. Too bad you're not going to be able to use it. Ah, well, that's a fun one. You have to play it a bit differently, though, since at 8.7 doesn't have... Well, yeah. It's kind of like the IKV in 8.3, or was it 8.0? The IKV, although it hardly has any stabilization, the turret traverse, the vertical, it is awesome. So quick. I've taken way too many leopards out with it. I've taken the T-58. Oh my Jesus, it's just fun. I don't think it's ever been lower than where it is at the moment. But then again, I can look at the history real quick. Let's try to take a look at that real quick. Arcade version is 7.3. But oh, well, I'm not even focused, my man. You can have that, honestly. But we're taking it to history. And what was the previous? No worries, my man. It was already about to end. I wouldn't have been able to do anything with that pecan anyways. Always heavily situated in 8.7, yada yada yada. Yeah, no. I've been playing this game for about 4 years and I've never seen it lower than 8.0, and oh. Never mind. That was just a post talking about how it always gets down tiered or up tiered from 7.7 to 8.3. You know, the funny thing, I've seen a lot of changes over the years. It might have been the case, and nobody has ever noticed. We'd have to go through a backlog of changes. Okay, no, you're not wrong, actually. I just checked the backlog. For a very long period, it was at 6.7. It was adjusted by the developers for a mid-tier battle balance from 7.0 to 7.3. And for a significant amount of time, it spent its time at 7.7 before being moved up to 8.0 to match the Leopard. Okay. You definitely were not wrong. Well, that was an interesting piece of history. That thing is a monster against tigers and everything. Jesus Christ. I would never have expected it to be that low. Screw it. We'll just purchase it. I don't care. Alright, so we've got everything in 8.7? No. Yeah, no. Man, I don't want to use the bill. Then again, people bully me with this thing. Just sitting at the back, right behind, cover, long range. Those things were annoying. Alright, let's go ahead and order her. I don't know where to place her, because we still have to do the mission for the fighter. We haven't touched the fighter in that last match. Select a crew. Go ahead, and... let's go ahead. Screw it. We'll have some fun. And then we need to change the aviation. She's not bad. She wouldn't be too horrible. But against everything at 8.7, she's gonna die. That's gotta be one heck of a reputation. To be nerfed so bad to oblivion. I heavily underestimated you. I knew you were good. Jesus Christ. Okay, well. Nah. We're more than likely going to go ahead and push for a new recruit. Because that's heavily situated. Better yet, where's the Sturv? Oh, 9.0. Never mind. She could stay there. I'm not touching her for a little while. We're more than likely going to have to crew her up. As expensive as that is. To be fair, even at 8.0, it still performs. It does. I'm sorry to say. Any of them lower? Yes, 2 of you. Holy Jesus, did I not touch the points for a very, very long while. Whoops. We don't really care about artillery. I say whoops for very specific reasons. Jesus Christ. Like it was said, seeing it go up because it was extremely fun to bully 6.7, but in retrospect, it definitely... You know how many people are already complaining about the KV8? Some people are likening it to the KV1. It is nothing like the KV1. The KV1 at least can pen upwards to 90 mils. This thing, you would shoot forever and barely be able to pen anything. Especially in an up tier. I got up tiered to 4.0 6 games in a row. Oh, it does. 45 over the 70. That was ridiculous. I was looking at so many comments of people trying to use it, so many posts made about it. It was the most confusing thing in the world. Still all 300s. Well, it's almost time to test it's almost time to test her. Okay, so she's called the CV-90-105. I want to know the exact retrospective name that everybody calls her. I'll call it 90-105. That might be what everybody calls it. I've been playing my 4.0 lineup recently, and a lot of matches just had a full pyrotechnics performance going on. You know what's really fun? Because not very long ago, everybody was having some of these. We need an entire lineup of people just coming in with these. We need to make a game where it's all this. Everybody runs to the middle. We'll just have a rave for an entire game. That's what we need. I'll try to find some Redditors or something like that that might actually go for it. You're not colorful. Yeah, that's better. That might actually be worth it. That might be worth it. I'm gonna try to get some of my guys to think about that one, and we'll probably worth it. We'll probably work it. I'm gonna be honest. I currently have a petition on my YouTube channel. We may or may not. I'm not saying this for certain right now, because there's a lot of non-guarantees at the moment. We may or may not do a War Thunder-a-thon for 24 hours coming up either this weekend or next weekend. I say may or may not. Plan's not there yet. Alright, let's go ahead and test her out. She's got her points. She's got what she needed. Not a bad map to test her on. But she's been up-tiered. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Okay. Oh my goodness. You already feel good. How's your depression? Not bad. Oh, I enjoy the game only in small doses as well. There's a reason why I only do 3 to 4 hours. If you check my schedule. But I'm hoping I don't go crazy, because previously I did do a world record for the longest sit time on a Japanese title. That was 36 hours and 32 minutes. And I want to... Okay, first off, you're a dick. I just got her! Well, I'm gonna have to free repair. It's like there's a safe exposure limit or an LD50. Yeah. There's a half-life limit for it. Otherwise, you're just completely dead and you no longer want to play. For a very, very long time. Well, at least the gunner works. We're gonna have to dip down. There's the free repair. Well, now she doesn't feel as good. That transmission probably looks mangled. We already know that guy's up there somewhere. Oh yeah, she's a little bouncy. She's tame. Oh yeah, she's really tame. I am not going up there. You heard that, Rocket. Oh yeah. She kind of feels better than the IKB. CV9105. This guy's really annoying. But if you ever plan, it might be this weekend, it might be next. That XM8 could definitely see him. My man.
Recon report, enemy spotted.
It actually feels pretty alright.
Recon report, enemy
Outside of being
spotted.
majorly damaged right now. She would have outperformed that 100% if she had her. That should have been the barrel. That should have been the barrel, or at least that. Jesus Christ.
Spotted.
I remember you. Alright. He really didn't think about that, though. He didn't think about his choices on that. Oh no! Honestly, we need a dip. It's sad she can only go 470 miles an hour.
Recon reports, enemy spotted.
Alright, we already know the guy's at... Well, yeah. Okay. This thing should be able to pen right through.
Recon reports, enemy spotted.
Sorry! I had to get revenge. Oh, really? Sometimes it's fun.
Just keep it up.
Not because of revenge casting or anything, but it's just really fun. I actually have a VR head set up, as well as some flight sims. Flight sims devices, anyways. And it's just fun to just kind of fly around. I'm not passing underneath that. Definitely not.
Recon reports, enemy spotted.
It is very fun.
Recon reports,
Especially some of the training grounds whenever you're doing the test flight. All the buildings, all the various places that you can visit. It's very nice.
designated grid zone.
Just being able to fly in your favorite jet or prop. It's just a little fun.
Enemy spotted. Recon reports, enemy
Oh
spotted.
no, not another one of those bots.
Recon reports, enemy
Hi, Vulcan!
Attention!
That KPZ really shredded me. But that was fun. Every now and then, and quite frequently actually, we get nothing but those botters that come in saying something about their Discord. And there are some people that come in here pretending to be viewers and then absolutely try to wreck me with a Discord post about saying, hey, they're an artist, they have all this stuff that they could do, and it's been really irritating. Actually, I can actually... Oh. Well, we've got a little time. I'll show you exactly my example, okay? Discord? Okay. I don't know if you can see this yet. Alright. So we do have a Discord community. It's right in the link in the, what do you call it? In the About page. Anyways. Here's an example. They just hit me multiple times with these. So, I'm like, you know what? No more. You either go through the community or you don't come in at all. Unfortunately, I'm just tired of all that. You're kidding. Boom. There you go. Okay, so we have the community. Obviously, you can see it in the About page. Direct messages. This is what we've gotten from 2 people that come in pretending that they're going to be viewers. I let them say, hey, here's an invite. So now we no longer allow people to just send me direct messages. It now has to go through the server. Oh yeah. I hated every single second of it. It was disappointing. And it just hurt me so much. Ooh. I did not expect you. I mean, it's down and all, but Jesus. That was unexpected. More than likely, we're going to go through this right side here. Always dead zone it whenever you're just coming in. Huh? What a guy. Okay. We're taking point back. Oh! I knew you were over there! Come on. I took out his rockets at least. Somebody can take him. Not me. It's always nothing but the blah blah blahs. So I just got tired of it. I was like, nope, we're gonna be social media-less. We're no longer doing outside of server maintained. You try to say something like that, you completely banned. Right off the bat. Oh man, we're just like 3 kills away? Yep. The one thing I really dislike is the Centurion types that are just so slow. The armor isn't necessarily worth it after 8.0. Is he still up there? There's something up there. No. I already know this guy is in the right. Oh, wow. What a shot. Oh. Well, that would have been interesting. I'm glad for the allies that we had. Otherwise, that wouldn't have been too much fun. Not bad at all. That is the funny thing about this thing. It doesn't need its speed. Technically. That was actually a pretty fun tank. Combat Vehicle 9105. And she gets the DM-23s this early. You know what I've recently heard that was actually true? The discardment for the Sabos can actually damage helis. So even if you just shoot just to the right of them or to the left of them, that discardment can actually wreck them. Which is the funniest thing I've heard all day. You wouldn't think so, considering that most ammo shells that are modeled are usually non... what do you call them? Material? Non-collision, yes, you got the exact word. I whipped the actual shot with the pedals discard. That is awesome. That is just straight awesome. I don't normally go straight for the point at the very beginning. For two specific reasons. At least this high in BR. That's exactly why. I did exactly what I knew exactly what was going to happen. I hate myself. I'm like, maybe, just maybe, I don't see anything yet. Boop, boom. I regretted my entire decision as soon as he disappeared, as soon as he appeared. I kind of miss when the UAVs used to be down in the 7.0 range. You just can't get that anymore.
Recon reports enemy
was a good choice.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
Kind of like the Battle Royale kind of situation there. Always peek in third person, then come in. Huh. Okay. I had to take my chances playing Liar's Dice today. It's more than likely he's gonna pop up there. That's what I would have done, unless he's just gonna sit there and wait. That part is. Alright. I'm gonna take an alternative route here.
Air 110. Height 100 meters.
Almost.
Leopard! Klockan 10! Avstånd! 600! Attention to the map. Good!
He's not gonna do that anymore. Of course. That's surprising, actually.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Enemy forces have captured a zone. Follow!
Okay, that was on target.
Attention to the map.
He has some major balls. Ooh. Off. Okay, I'm off again.
God.
Gunner in breach again.
Code reports enemy spotted.
We're gonna have to go towards B. Wow! Didn't expect you to be there that quickly. Nobody would ever push that. Okay. Ah! Trying out mid-tier, are you having fun? We're having a lot of fun, my man. And trying out mid-tier. Mid-tier is 6.7 rage, my man. This is, high tier. Although, not top tier. Sorry if I didn't see that message for a little bit. Okay. That leopard has none? My man. Alright. He's right there. Thanks for the ammunition. I know he's right there. Just gotta keep an eye out for out there. For that example. What is he exactly? Not much details regarding him. Really? Through the smoke? Oh, no, from the rear. Thought that guy had my butt. Apparently not. Oh no, not again. Oh, the Twitch is the same name. Why I'm in here. Do I not have a link on the YouTube? Huh. Apparently not. Apologies. Just slightly. It's trying to avoid any, political speak at the moment. I am the detriment of this entire squad. Because mostly everything I have is stock. So I can't see through smoke. With thermals, I can't do anything. Oh, look at that. He's trying to hit me.
Attention to the map.
Woo! Woo!
Allied forces have captured the zone.
Ah. Nice spam, my man. That was a very good spam.
100 meters.
Luckily, I only needed to use it. Just for those extra points. Viewer bots! What's up? And chicka bomb. Ooh, what's that? I just got a message. Oh, hey! Thank you for comment, Mackay. I still think I mispronounced that name. Considering it said a certain country's name and I got you. Twitch does not like Russia. At all. Man, how are we doing with the heavies? There's not very many heavies that we can take on at that BR. Is there? Let's look at 8.7 everywhere. Maybe the super bays. Surveys. Man, there's really not. How about Germany? What are you looking at in 8.7? Nope. USA? Nope. We might as well go back to 6.7 or 7.7 at least. Jesus Christ. That's really disappointing. It's a potential, but considering we've got up tier twice and we need to get this finished with, we still got roughly about 2.5 hours. What are we talking about? Oh. There. Welcome to the chess server. How about that? Alright, we'll try it one more time. If we get up tiered to 9.3 again, it's a potential we're going to have to drop down to 7.0, which we'll see a lot of 6.7s for American and potentially Germany. It looks like we're still 8.7, maybe 7.7. We'll save the medium. We'll save the medium. Yes, sir. I noticed. Let's see, the McGack, the T-58. Well... considering it's an up here, why would you call it... Okay. This is going to be a very interesting match. Oh, hey. Here's one on the other side of this. Luckily, the underneath of me is empty, but that's not always the case. My man! I was trying to save you! Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Yep. Bye-bye. I have a feeling something's going to be out there. But feelings are not guaranteed. That feeling is almost guaranteed. That was actually a pretty good spot. This is a gambler's way of doing things. Oh, who would have known? My man. I had a huge feeling about that side the entire the entire time. Sweden have a strong ground lineup for the IFV, and the autoloaders will not disappoint. You're absolutely right. My only disappointing part is I completely suck. When I'm going slow, sure, I'm doing pretty alright, but that does not trip that I do not look everywhere, apparently. It's a nice thunderstorm going on outside. Got nothing but bum 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 bum. Alright. We're probably going to disappear behind the canyon route.
Attention to the map.
I hate that some of these maps are just completely empty.
Attention to the map.
You can't just test drive inside of these areas and just kind of have fun. Nope.
The enemy is winning. We've got to counter.
Oh yeah, you see all that? Suburbia. Everything else? Absolutely dead. It's not why I want to do it. It's more along the lines of a question.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
The question is if anybody would be interested in seeing it, and more along the lines of a viewership type of question. If we get enough people that look at it and ask for it, I may or may not do it. Wow!
Captured a zone.
You had to have that in this range, huh? My dude. Not gonna lie. Pretty gay.
We're controlling most of the zones.
Here. You guys are way too late for that. I never trust that thing. Never trust it.
Very much. The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
I'm working on the railroad. See you, bud. Oh, well. Did not expect you. I really didn't expect you. Thank you, though. It was informative. Very informative. No gunner. Thank you. You kind of deserve that one.
Attention to the map.
This is actually really good. I feel like I always suck playing urban city maps because I always play more passively. I think I just need to send it. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. You gotta be like a rat sometimes. I think it's a good mixture of both of them. For large maps, I can understand sending it sometimes. Well, you got your commander back. Jesus Christ. Gotta love the reload on that thing, I guess. I need to increase it. No!
Attention to the map. Attention to the map.
My man. Why? We already know he's behind that building. Really? Ah! His teammate saved him from a kraken. I would have cracked his butt if it weren't for that. Poor choice of words, I would say. I just retroactively just realized what I just said. Hey, we got one. All right. I have faith in this next one. Please don't be a 9.0. It's a 9.0. Oh no. B. Full send. B. No matter what. No matter what. Full send. B is for my baby. Alright. Here we are. Ears peeled. Open.
Air 290. Height 200 meters.
Sure you want to do that?
Enemy spotted.
That is the bravest
Regular
UAV full send I've seen. My dude.
Allied forces have captured the zone. Allied forces have captured the zone. Breaking reports. Enemy spotted.
He's gonna go that way.
Enemy forces have captured the zone.
I don't have a laser finder relay yet. Roughly about 650. You gotta love it when they spray like that. You gotta do. Which is why I should have gone with this, honestly. But if we get enough people for the 24-hour stream, that's exactly what we're gonna do. May not be this week. May not be next week. But it's a week nonetheless. That's the one thing I hate about DLSS. It melds everything together.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
More than likely going that way. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for it. More along the lines if enough people have asked for the 24. It's not a 100% thing if just one person votes.
Attention to the map.
Sure, it'd be fun to have people that come in every now and then. But yeah.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is
Alright.
close.
Ah. So you do get the UAV. Not that I didn't already look at it. Whoops. We will down tier a little bit into 7.0. Just for the heck of it for a couple of games. Only because we are also trying to get SAB. This right here seems a little convoluted. We need enough points to use the fighter, but it's not allowing it. Oh, well, hey! Out of everybody! That's great of you! You got that Stingray next to you, you got that other guy over there. But yep, I'm the one that gets shot. You know what? We'll just do it this way. How's that? I'm done. Playing second fiddle to everybody. Not yet. We're getting close, but not yet. It's more than likely still going to either be the Bradley or something else.
Air 230. Height 1,500 meters. Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Air 230. Height 1,500 meters.
Of course you get my breach.
1,500 meters.
And of course. You know what? Sometimes I hate how easy it is to take that breach out.
090. Height 400 meters.
I still have another 10 seconds left for the smoke.
Attention to the map.
Okay. Just the AA. With the possibility of something over there, but mostly just the AA.
Recon reports enemy spotted.
I can hardly tell what she is. But she won't ruin my fun. Nope. My man. My mans. Why did you just ignore him? You were going this way just fine. And you just disappear on me, my man. He's like, yeah, you got it, you got it. Completely whiffed. One track made the other one fly quick. Alright, this is what I really wanted to do. Switch you off. Even though I know you're gonna have that problem, we're still gonna do it now. So we'll have the ZSU plus that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. There, finally got enough time for that server thing.
Miehistö, asemiin! Valmistaudu! Ajaja valmis! Ampuja valmis! Lataaja valmis!
I would love a piece of pie. I would love a crack try with a nice cold beer and a good old fashioned high. We most likely won't be right here. We'll probably send it that way, to the left. That's a ZSU trying to speed up. 100%. That red tail might have had a good opportunity. She's definitely going to keep her tight a little bit.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Maavi tuhottu! Osuva! Maavi tuhottu! Kohde vaurioitunut! Maavi tuhottu!
Hopefully you can protect me, my man.
We're ahead of the enemy. Kohde vaurioitunut!
Alright, now we're having a good game.
Kohteeseen osui! Kohteeseen osui!
Wow. There you go. There's this guy on this left. He wouldn't push unwarranted. He's behind that building.
Selvä! Liikutaan eteenpäin!
Ah. I'd like to make myself believe that you won't shoot me, 'cause I find it hard that I'd rather not get caught in your schemes, 'cause I know you will shoot me to a believe. Nope! Ah, you little bastard! Gonna find it real hard to stay afloat if you've gotten some shell in your nuts. I'll tell you that. Look at that. Look at that. They ought to get him. No, they haven't gotten him yet. Wow, he's a nasty little one, isn't he? Nasty little git.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Wow. Okay. Hola, Crispy. Whoop. Almost had him. Nasty little git he is. Yep. Not many AAs out there. There they are. They finally got them. After forever. Alright, not bad, not bad, not bad. ¿Cómo está, mi amigo? That is something you are going to have a very tough time with. I can guarantee you that. But please, do it so for yourself. Don't forget to go ahead and take a look at our post for a minute. We've got a nice little question for everybody. If we get enough people, we may go ahead and actually do it. We've got a nice little thing asking if anybody wants us to do a 24-hour stream. Ooh. A lot of smoke. Nothing I can do. $27. Oh, I thought I had less time. Wow. IS-3, of course it is. Of course it's an IS-3. Why would it not be an IS-3? You know what? Okay. These guys are nasty today. So here's what we're gonna do. We tried so hard to get everybody to where they are. At the very beginning of the game. They've squandered my apartsets! He's right here. Exactly right through there. You can hear him. There's two of them. Unless that's the Type 60 that's moving. It is not the Type 60 that's moving. It is 100% this IS-3. Hi! Goodbye! No fucking way! Gaijin, fix your game. Like, seriously. Fix it. That is ridiculous. If I send a shell right into the turret, it should do something. Not nothing. Of course. Of course. Ah. This game has given me bad timing after giving me some really, really good timing at the front. Well, we got screwed by a Yak 9, and we got completely wrecked because of it. We finished the mission, though. That's good. Jesus. There we go. We're more likely going to research the agenda and get all that set up. That is ridiculous. The P-51 is all right. There is a very specific reason why they hardly have anything inside of all of the ranks. And that's exactly why. Here, I'll give you some examples. It's an alright one. Doesn't suck, but it's alright. There is three traditional ways you can do it. Either boom and zoom, assuming that the engine is fast enough, or outmaneuver. If it's somewhere in between, you have to understand preserving energy, as far as to my knowledge. We are not going to get so close with the SAB 105 in a very, very long time. But we finished both missions in a single breath's width. Oh, speaking about it, Tybo, if you're still watching, on my channel we do things a little bit differently when it comes to the battle passes. We do not touch anything in the battle pass, save the keys, until the very end of the battle pass. The reason why is because we use every booster that the battle pass gives us at the very end, and then just use them all at once. That includes the shop versions. So the 300, the 500 that's in here somewhere, and a couple of the other ones. I never touched talismans, unfortunately. As much as they give you talismans for free, I've never really touched them. Oh yeah. I had gotten that idea from the many people that get the massive amount of boosters from the prize pools. So at the very end, they usually give you one of those bags or purchases that you can use those. And then you would buy a bunch of those at once, and I'm talking about 10 million Silver Lions worth of those, and use the Battle Pass, and it all comes in raking like crazy. And then we use it all in a single day. Not in a single joint, obviously, because those 500s turns into 50s. You don't want to do that. You want to spread them out a little bit, because all of a sudden you're having one bad game and everything goes nuts. Oh, well, one bad game. Oh, well, I only got 20,000. Silver Lions? No, research points. Huge diminished returns. Which is why I never understood some of those YouTubers, though. But then again, they have a lot of time to waste anyways. I don't have so much time wasted, but it is what it is. But we've already finished all the missions up until this point. The one mission that I always regret in every single battle pass. Why do they do this every time? If I remember correctly, it's 75, 50, 20 to 10% for each consecutive. So 2 300s comes up to 450, if I remember correctly. We'll have to try it at the end. We'll double check that, make sure that it's all correct. Matter of fact, we have enough of these be the best. Because who cares about all this? The award is basically anybody achieving the maximum possible. I'm just going to recycle these. We'll do 12. Let's do 21. And check these out real quick. It may give us enough boosters to check it. It gave us enough boosters to check it. Okay, cool. Do I already have one recycled? Oh, yep, I do. So one more. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Any of them that has a prize pool on it is what we want to pull. We don't care about prize pools. Oh man, I was fixing to say welcome, Danny. Nice to have you here for a minute. Okay, so the first is 20, obviously. Now the next 20 75%. Or is that 65? 75 or 65? 75 would have been 15. Yeah, this is 65. So roughly about 450 to 475. Interesting enough. But never enough. Never enough points. What does everybody do with their... chest? So I just exchange them. Tasks are more important than anything else. I don't see enough SPAAs. We'll keep it. Okay, I guess we're going back at 8.7 because we had finished that. But that was fun. I feel like the odds are so low of trying to open them, it's the worst chance. It's the worst choice. I think the worst choice is trying to open them. But then again, you've got the whales. If you've never heard the term for free-to-play games, there are whales that buy just about every chest just to be... Well, that's interesting. Oh, yeah. If it wasn't for them, this game would be hugely monetized. We're talking about ads on the side of everything, extra missions, talking about one thing or another. Buy this for about 100 golden eagles, and you'll be super powered, or other stuff. I think if it wasn't for them, the market would be completely flooded with sales and deals everywhere. Do this mission for a free chest, or buy it for 100 each. Oh yeah. We're looking at Russia, specifically. I hate that I don't have camo. I don't know why I'm doing engine first, but... Is that what I think it is, or is it not? Ah! Hey, not enough lift. This thing actually is solid. It's not just powder. Dang. Well, that's disappointing. I don't have a laser for H-Fighter or anything like that yet. The triad of the 2S38. Oh, yeah. Although, personally, I've never seen that kind of triad. I feel like something's on that right side, but I can't put my finger on it. I was off. Of course. I just want to live. Did he already move? No, he did not. I'm starting to hate the Bradley. Where exactly? Oh, you tree hugging. Okay. He has way too much time near that tree line. I'm trying to think on this map real quick. Because this being a 1 point, everything just can be just anywhere.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
And the allergies are making my eyes water at the moment. So it's almost hard to see. Okay.
Attention to the map.
We're gonna try to do this slightly differently.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
Come on. Takes forever to get to places. Alright, we're almost there. I'm sorry, what did I just read? Okay, we got an opportunity on an IS-4, it looks like. No, that is not an IS-4. Got a Bradley coming. Wow! It went right through the toe. That's surprising. I would have never considered it going right through it. Yeah, you know, just a little bit above.
The enemy is winning. We've got to counterattack.
I hate long-range maps. Never does any justice to what you deserve. These kind of maps are really kind of boring in a way. Next to the large-scale white maps. We're just gonna go have some fun then. That Bradley's right there. Of course. It's nothing but that Bradley, my man. I'm kind of tired of him. Alright. We need to be a little bit more cautious, I'm assuming. As much as we get in there as quickly as possible, we really shouldn't. Oh, of course. Well, I've got no plans to kill over. Oh well, we have an achievement finished. We usually go on this side because that other side is a trap. A little bit more cautious or not. It's sad that they still haven't done that 3-point alignment yet. I never checked this thing's reload speed though. 8 seconds? I'm gonna have to put all my faith in all those lights that are coming out. Ah, of course.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
What you maybe do.
Allied forces have captured a zone. Thanks.
This is kind of weird.
We have posted the zones. Roger that.
I can get a sense of where he's almost at. I love a low profile, honestly. Okay. We're gonna get a little ballsy here. Okay. We've got just enough space. Okay. This may be the opportunity.
Thank you.
Stridsvagn, klockan 10. Bredvid.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Stridsvagn, klockan 7. Bredvid.
Oh, thank goodness. $103. There's still a fox up here? Okay, never mind. That was a scimitar. Spider is doing some I did not think about that one.
Stridsvagn. Klockan 2. Avstånd 300.
Ah. 3, 2, 1. No! You didn't. Well, Object 906. Well, we didn't do too bad. One single life. She did beautifully. I don't have enough time, I don't think. But we're gonna try nonetheless.
A little more effort and victory will be yours.
Oh my Jesus. I was focused so hard there for a very, very long time. Solzit! I got so close to you because I was being a sneaky bastard! She was doing beautifully. I didn't expect her to just hide that long. That T-44 was definitely giving that Vidar some head. He was just shoving it in his face. Oh, no, not enough time. Too fast. Do you think it'll work? It didn't. You suck, my man! Oh, that was beautiful. All that just for that? You know what? It was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. Oh, she did way too well. How much you want to bet that's a rank 3? On the money. Who knows? We got an hour and a half and we didn't do too bad. That was a good down tier. That was actually a good game for once. Alright, Snail, bless me, for I have not forsaken you. Longest 10 seconds of my life.
Anmälan.
Förare inkopplad. Skytten inkopplad.
Laddning inkopplad.
$91.05 is all I remember. Okay, yep, I did. I did remember the first letters. CV 9105. I'm actually liking this one. If I'm being honest. No armor should be good armor, but uranium cores do hurt a little bit. Just the tip, and you're down. Alright. I'm a little exposed, aren't I?
Stridsvagn. Klockan 9. Avstånd 400.
Why did I expect anything less of a term? You know what? I'm actually gonna get a heli on this next one. I might as well just buy a heli.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
We may not know how to land,
Captured a zone.
but we'll shoot something. Eh. It's not worth it at this moment. And that turn's still not dead, is it? Oh, nope, assist, never mind.
Recon report. Enemy spotted.
Ooh. Jesus Christ, my man.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Who'd you get hit by? Okay, right up there. That's crazy. Gunner's out. Breach is out.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
My mans. All you have to do is just shoot at him. There you go.
Attention to the designated grid square.
No marks, which means there's nothing up there. Alright. We are gonna have to reload for a sec. He's a little higher.
Eteenpäin! Selvä! Liikutaan eteenpäin!
I kinda like mobile repairs. Nice. I don't know why I wasted that. Just a little ammo and then we're out. We'll start heading over there.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
good stuff, I guess? You guys are kind of leaving me in the dust here.
Attention to the map! Attention to the map!
He's kind of there, but I don't have really an aim for it, though. I don't really have a beam.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Attention to the map. Roger that.
Nice hit. I'd congratulate him, but he's dead. You're alright, Mr. ZSU. You're alright. Nothing I can do. Even if I was to start now, game would have ended by the time I even get a quarter of the way. It wasn't a horrible game. I forgot what I named the stream, honestly. That map is more of a... It's a weird one. It's like those old Call of Duty maps where everything is just dim and it's just really easy to hide anywhere there. You got mostly flat upper, you've got rural areas on the lower. It's, well, urban. Urban? Rural is kind of like empty with flatlands. Okay, yeah, urban, there you go. I don't have very many maps that I dislike. But that would have to be one of those where you have to learn to enjoy. This is also one of those maps where you have to learn to enjoy. A bunch of dead zones. Nothing but dead zones. A disliker of Sweden? I can kind of give you that one. Man, I still can't believe Term 3 got nerfed into another VR. It's the same thing with the Sav 20 and some other ones that got some major changes into their VR. The one that deserves a higher BR would have to be the M58, I mean T58. There you go. He doesn't realize you could shoot right through that stuff, huh? Bye. You're not having me again. Hey, nice. Oh, I was not focused. I was reading your I was reading your chat. Puts it in the same BR as the other low-tier Swedish bully, the IKV. Yes. Holy Jesus. I was looking at the chat, I was like, I'm probably safe. Just gonna press forward for a little bit. Smack.
We've captured most of the strategic zones.
But yeah, it is still alright in 4.0. I never tested it in 4.0, but I did get up tiered a lot in it. Okay, why is your speed diminished? It used to be 400 and... It used to be 470. Why is it at 430? Is it because of the Arctic air?
Attention to the map.
No.
230. Height. Thank you very much.
Well, I honestly should have figured. That was a good shot. What was he using?
We're ahead of the enemy.
If I'm being honest, I kind of saw that coming. If I saw a 9.0, why would there not be? That's also one of those ones that I do not remember unless I get killed by him a lot. Let me go ahead and take a look at that. It's a cute design. If you're talking about that one, it's a semi-cute design. Having no EDW is like gambling your life into hoping nothing's out there. Don't get me wrong, APCs are pretty awesome. They can get into places that most other tanks cannot. Specific jungle maps kind of give that a huge... Ooh, okay, never mind then. Kind of give him a huge advantage. Get over terrain and whatnot. Why does it sound devoid? We need some music. That music's way too low right now. The new British CRV Block 2 is amazing. A Puma turret on a Boxer chassis with APS. haven't touched too far into anything above 8.3 on 8.0, 8.3. Okay, fine. I will try and focus this time. Nope, get up there. This guy is no longer gonna be shooting on my Cheerios. Yeah, we kind of know. No worries, my man. Even I like to get distracted. It's no fun if it's just all play and no talk. A kilometer out. Nothing on my left. This actually might be a good idea to get right about here. Probably gonna push around there. That was behind me.
Attention to the map.
I probably excessively shot him. But it was worth it. Gafford is over there. Not my focus. My man's. He's right there, hiding in that line. One kilometer in, and we'll smack him. Oh, I can't wait until I get into 9.0 and higher. See what that's like. Do some point and clicking. It's not worth it at the moment. Too many things out. He's gonna be distracted by that KBZ. We're gonna push a little bit more towards speed. I have been wanting to try to get the Leopard 2A. At some point, because I am at roughly about 8.7 with Germany. But Germany kind of has a different mentality when it comes in at 8.0 or higher. You have to be really careful because they don't really have that many tanks with an alignment. Jesus Christ. I know that guy over there is really focused on it. I still can't believe that some people can actually get nukes at this BR.
Another zone captured, we have the advantage. Yeah! 050. Heights, 100 meters.
Can't wait until I get APDS with this thing.
Just keep it up.
Sit down and be quiet. Jesus Christ. But if I can go ahead and give you a good view of what what exactly I have in just about every BR. Obviously, I barely touched this one. I do not like Israel very much, even though they have a good even though they give you a good M51 at the very beginning. Good shells against everything. But let's see. We were just about to touch 6.7 with America. We're all the way up into 9.0 in Germany. Just a little bit closer and we'll be 9.7. We're just trying to get the final, which is going to be worth it, in my opinion. We recently just touched 7.3 with Russia. And we're barely touching 8.3 with South Africa, aka Britain. Japan, we didn't want to touch any further than 5.7, let's be honest. In China, we touched 6.7. Italy, 5.7. It hurt, very much so, but it was actually kind of fun. France, very fun. I was trying to get to the ELC and kind of have a good line for 6.7 for this one. That's the same with China, because I was really trying to get the WZ. So I kind of followed suit with some of the nations, just to be able to use some of these. Really loving China's WZ, by the way. 2 rocket launchers strapped to the small car. Pow! Once you learn certain ones, in my opinion, you'll understand how to counteract them a little bit. Which is why I'm not very good at anything above 8.7. I understand every tank from 6.7 down, but everything above 6.7 kinda still confuses me. That's why if you see in some of my other streams, I do have VODs sitting on the YouTube channel that you can rewatch if you would like to. It's mostly boring, I'm gonna give you a heads up, by the way. But it'll give you a good idea of where I stand as far as BR-wise. I started to do aviation only on 2 nations. Mostly. Germany. Can you give a good answer or good guess on why I started Germany for aviation? It's not because of the bombers. I can give you that. It's not because I wanted to burn everybody like Jews in World War II. I'm probably going to get banned for that one. They did. They did at one point. The Mesafits 262. And then Sweden kind of proved me wrong on that one. They decided to drop some of theirs to 6.7. It hurt. Germany was the only one with a 6.7 line for the Mesafits on jets. But then Sweden kind of followed it and said, yep, let's give ours in there. And now I think almost every nation has a jet at 6.7 now? Or am I lying? Italy, 6.7. Nope. How about China? Nope. Japan? Close. Very close. Wow, they really said screw it with it. And just gave Sweden a nice jet. Oh, obviously Germany. Whoops. America. No, not even America. I tried to prove to my brother, hey, all you gotta do is get every one of your, every one of these and you'll have a jet just like me. He was really trying to get to the pecan. And I kept telling him, keep trying at it, keep trying at it. But he quit at some point, which is disappointing. He said the only way he's gonna play again is if they bring out the F-22. I was like, all right. If they ever come out with the F-22, or was it the F-26? Man, I can't not remember. I know it's in here, so okay, there it is. J-35, F-35. I think it was this. Either way, I can't remember. But he really wanted some Doritos as well. Which is the earliest Dorito is going to be all the way up in 10.0. Which is disappointing. But we're getting there. I can thankfully say I'm actually enjoying this game. Still, to this day. I need to alleviate the boredom at some point. But I suppose we'll just keep going at it. Oh, Jesus. We'll try one more game at 8.7, then do one last game at 8.0. Only because we're going to try to get these SAB. Or is it 7.0? 7.0. Then we could finally get it for the 8.3, which might actually have some systems on it. Finally. Any countermeasures? Couldn't read it. Doesn't look like it had any countermeasures. Disappointing for an 8.3. Screw it. We'll do an early. What is the nation you started off with? And did it deter you at some point? Like, it completely made you say, hey, I want to drop this nation because it's terrible. I need to learn how to clip at some point. What nation did you start with, and did you drop it because it felt terrible for you? And if not, do you still keep with it? And why?
We don't have the advantage anymore.
I started with Germany, was a German main all the way up until 8.0, and dropped it because I felt like I needed to branch out more to learn more. My mans. I kind of felt you were hiding in there. Sorry, my man. If I know I can pen it, I'm gonna kick you. Oh, yeah. So it didn't deter you at all? Unless there's a squad with a Swedish blade on Russia player, they can't get on the same. Not particularly. Okay. I will forever love Sweden. And when I branched off into other branches, like Britain, I played Britain for a very, very long time as well. I loved the way they felt. Not just because of their slow maneuverability. It wasn't necessarily their slow maneuverability because of the reverse speed, but because of how light they felt. Given that they only had solid shot, they still had a versatility to them. Like, look at the Concept 3, for example. it kind of felt like a Puma, but had amazing firepower, even though I really can't pen T-34s very well. I could always get their loaders, but I could never get their gunners, even though I'm aiming straight for the gunner. We're gonna hide here roughly. We don't want to go any further because we already know we're getting slapped from Mr. Genius over there. Plus, I think there are later stages of the TT, all of the light AFEs and stuff taught me how to play better since you need a better shot placement. It's a nation that you have to play slower and more methodically. You've got that right on the nose. You learn how to flank whenever you're using a lighter vehicle. And when you first learn how to play the game, you understand where people go because that's where you previously went. So it teaches you how to play against yourself, in a way. We're gonna have to do a reverse on this one. Our back should protect us a little bit.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Because we have to play against A. There's a ton of bad habits that I had to kick very quickly. Like with Germany, you have heavy armor. Not only with the heavy armor, everything doesn't have almost everything doesn't have post damage against you. So it's very hard for them to knock you out. I had to play with those possibilities that it might be knocked out instantly, which changed my thought process whenever engaging a new foe. Hence why I rely on reload speeds a little bit more than I used to. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and take that. I really wanted to get some of these points, but I'm gonna be a little bit too late. Like, you really have to play with just don't get hit or land the shot. Pretty much. A run and gun type of style, like of Call of Duty. Whenever I switched to Sweden, I realized that it wasn't necessarily just pen. You've got the AAs, which did pretty well as well. Oh, wow. Well, that BTR is definitely gonna crap some pants. He's gonna be roughly about there by the time I get up here. As soon as you play the playstyle with the AAs at the early tiers, it definitely changes your thought process on how everything works. I saw him at the last second. I couldn't just back up. That BTR is still there. Change that style. When I first played with Sweden with their AAs, the first 2 matches, I completely wrecked. I still have some of the videos on another YouTube channel at the moment. I might switch it over. The only reason why I don't necessarily want to switch it over because before I didn't have very good PC in a way, so I played with the lowest graphics in a way. So it'll look a little weird. Oh, they are. And their post-damage shells as well. APDS. No, not discarding Salo. AP... let's just say heat rounds. APFS. Ah! There's a lot to remember. There's them right there. Dang. I know he's still there. We're gonna wait.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Either he comes out and takes it, or we win. Either way, it's a win-win. Aw, man. Oh, yeah. You know, I personally never got to be able to try some of the AAs in 8.3 to 9.7 range that had the radar rounds. I never got to try them. And I was severely disappointed. They had to disable some of the guns that have radar rounds. They had to disable some of the other good ones, which severely disappointed me. Wait. Huh? I totally forgot you got this lineup. Nice. Alright, we've got about one game left. So we're gonna go ahead and push for 7.0. Kind of ended off on a good note a little bit. Unless it's an up tier, then it's gonna be a completely bad note. And it's an up tier. Well, goodbye, world. It's been nice knowing you. Wait. Are we on Germany side or are we on Russia side? Okay, American side. But they still get Russians and Germans. But in an up tier, that isn't so bad. Got the mouse. You got an IS-3. Well, it depends. Is it a heavy up tier? It is not. It's not so heavy. So we may not see any IS-3s. We don't want to go straight. You'd be loco if you go that way, man. Go ahead and push it there. My mans, why did you push forward? That was Chinese too. Yeah, T46 and T56 are all feeling the same. Is he gonna push or no?
Allied forces have captured the zone.
We only have 2 rounds. You gotta play very carefully with her. Yeah, I kind of figured. Why you wouldn't just shoot him, my man? Alright, T-60s. We're in 56s. I haven't practiced with left to right rocket cycles very much, but I have been getting a little bit better with them.
Attention to the map.
Must we ask a question? Honestly, there is no difference if we're already doing a dive. Okay. Got one near A side, we're not going to go straight for it. That T-44 is probably still there on that side. And it looks like they're aiming up here a little bit.
Allied forces have captured the zone.
Going to avoid mere posturing here. And probably go for the rear guard.
Attention to the
One of these days we need to set up the VR setup for the flight simulator for a minute and just kind of glide around. Might be fun. We need to keep her in 300s. That way we can aim pretty well. Hopefully... Well, this is Russia we're talking about.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours. Thank you.
Completely disabled. Well, that sounded German.
Attention to the designated grid square. Attention to the map.
Yeah, well, it's already disabled, my man. It's got no guns. You want me to just straight kill it? I don't think they're gonna come in with a Cougar Blitz. Alright.
Enemy forces have captured.
I'm getting a little better with these things. And that looks to be a Ferdinand of some kind. Hopefully not an elephant. Ah.
A little more effort, and victory will be ours.
We're still far away, aren't we? Well, looks like we won this one. And with nary a scratch, too. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! Well, that's one way to end it. The brakes weren't working. It just kept going and going and going. I knew I should have just activated all flaps. Oh. We actually have time for one more game because that went way too quickly. I figured that game would have gone at least 30 minutes. Not 10. So we'll do one more. I'm always afraid of Americans, my man. Not only Americans, Israel as well. Their Vulcans are nasty. Especially if they have a controller. Alright. Another one. Well. Let's do this. Most people know it. You probably already know what I'm about to do. But this is the best spawn. No way you're bringing a T-32 up here, my man. Well, he's doing it. I don't know how he's gonna get up on this, small hill, though.
Forces have captured a zone.
Oh, I do not have enough depression on this. So we're gonna have to go that way.
Have captured a zone. Attention to the map.
Oh, wow. Just not enough depression here. Oh, wow. Okay. If you want to do it that way, my man. More power to you, Jesus. least I got the... Should have gotten the assist, but it didn't. That's disappointing. Need to be alive, son. By the way, if you don't already know and you're still here in the chat, Danny, Crispy, including you, Mr. Teeb, we do take game request. We do have game request weekends. So whatever game you would request, either it be from, I don't know, Switch all the way up to Hello Kitty Island Adventure for the PC. It does not matter. We take any request. Alright. Looks like he's fine. That AMX is fine. Got that little guy right there. Bye! We're gonna turn off the engine just for funs. Never mind. Did you know you can side pen as IS-3 with this thing? He's definitely not making it easy.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
Gotta let him get there. Thank you. I think the only version of that is the Chinese one because it gets proxy. Oh yeah. I found it very disappointing that some of them didn't get it, only the Chinese, only because they wanted to. Ammo's right there. Should have just done that in the first place. There's a guy on my left side, one over there. That's a... My man pushed me. I can't push any further thanks to that, but there is another guy right there. I couldn't pin it. Probably should have aimed a little higher. At the last second, I could see its turret. There's still an AA out there. I'm a little mountain, I am high.
The enemy will win.
Not as high as my brother. You know what? I couldn't find anything that rhymed with that. I was trying to go with Mount Rushmore. Making children's songs is pretty cool. We could still go after that German vehicle. But what's the fun in that? Aww, you bastard. Aw. The tracers were off, my man. He's not focused. Yay! Go on, I'm just trying to have some fun.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Defend the sea point.
Right about. My man's an enigma. I go through the back, you go through the front. How's that? All right, never mind. You did all that already. Thank you. Good man. We're gonna go out on a bad game, but that's all right. I had fun. I'm a little scaredy cat. I don't know where I'm going.
Enemy forces have captured that zone.
I see his gun. Can't shoot him though. Even though we can disable him. Wow, I didn't expect you to actually see me. And I'm surprised an SU has a disable saber room. I'm actually really surprised an SU has a save round. Well, that's the end of that game, I guess. Nowhere we could go is going to work.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Nobody's here. Well, that's a bad game to go off on. We still have a couple of days left on that. And we're very close to this one. We are, aren't we? 38? Close. And that's the funny thing. They make you do all 8. Usually it only makes you do 3, maybe 4. But this one? All 8 nations. So if you don't already have one nation, that's up to 5 already, and you've gotten Israel. Game's basically saying, go screw yourself. Granted, you have all the way up until the end of the season to finish this one. A whole 2 months to grind one nation to get Israel. But you still have to get to Tier 3 on every other one. Luckily for me, I don't have to worry about that. You know, I didn't think about that for a moment, and you're right. It would not surprise me to actually get players to try to get premiums just to finish those out. Because if we look at the premiums, some of them are 1,000. Some of them are 2K. So you're completely right on that. Because I remember the previous missions, they would... only 4. and I would grind very hard to get some of them to rank 3. So you're completely right. But there was also a second guess on that one. Not only did they give you that mission, but it was a lot harder before they changed the research points. So now it is technically cheaper, but at the same time, they're giving you a huge goal, which could take forever. Which also hits a little harder because some of these. So look at Sweden, for example. You do not get a heavy tank at all. The only heavy tank anywhere within 4 ranks is a premium. Look at Britain, for example, again. Where are we? 6.7. The only one that's technically super armored is the tortoise. This is the only one that they classify as a super heavy. Also, a premium. Really? They have another one? Squad T80? I don't think I've seen that. Well, it's still not classified as a heavy though. Still classified as a medium. You know what? Let me actually check the wiki real quick. Sweden ground. There. There isn't. Not even as a hidden one. KV1? I'm not seeing it. Country, Sweden. There we go. Okay, light tank. Okay, so yes, the KV1. There it is. I see it now. Sorry. Rank 3, 4.7. But yeah, you're right. We didn't see that for a second. Because it looks like a heavy. Oh, here's something funny. You know that that pouch we had recently? All my War Thunder luck. All of my War Thunder luck. The previous one before that, the VK, here, we'll even look at France real quick. Aviation. I do have something in high tier. But it's France. And it still needs to be researched. Oh, speaking of which, you did remind me. I got the Tismal. Everybody was saying that this thing is overpowered in its BR. I felt it somewhat, but it slows down so fast. It's a boom and zoom for sure. It does not turn well. I still can't believe that they gave us nothing but 85% of all of the Battle Pass vehicles this season as ships. One here, 4 here. Well, I'm pretty sure. But not this one. Definitely not this one. The Suzuki is a worse version of a different naval. But I still won't play naval. If you actually check my hours on naval right now. What is this achievement for anyways? I don't really want to. That's a waste. Let's see, service record. This is all... You know how much I enjoy naval? Really well! I'm not a simulator enjoyer at all. I played for way too long. Alright, well, what time is it? We still have 12 minutes left, technically. Oh, nope, 7. Never mind. It updated. What is it exactly we want to do for the next 7 minutes? We want to waste all the be your bests? Blind hunts? Eh. There's not much to do. Not with 6 minutes. I guess we're just gonna go ahead and end it here for today. We've got a lot of stuff to do here coming up pretty soon. You can always check out our YouTube channel. You can use the About page to get there. There is a post right now. If enough people sign up and say, yes, we want to see a 24-hour stream, we'll do a War Thunderathon, or you could choose a different game. So if enough people say, hey, they want a 24-hour stream, we'll do it. I wouldn't necessarily call it a subathon. We're not Twitch friendly enough yet, apparently. We're just disappointing. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, YouTube. But in the meantime, we do have another stream coming up tomorrow. It should be roughly about 3 to 4 hours. We're not entirely sure yet. There's still stuff going on. So we'll try to figure that out before tomorrow. How far have we gotten in Sweden for today? Oh, not bad actually. We'll have Bill by the finish, and we'll start on 9.0. Alright. I'm not ready for the rest of the day. I've got a lot of work to do, a lot of paperwork, and a couple of meetings to get to. It was great getting to meet you and talk with you. Thank you for the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll definitely try to catch another one. Definitely, it'd be great to have you. We do have some other people that are usually going for the YouTube stream for some reason. Twitch has a better viability for the bit rates, but hey, it's whatever they want to do. We do keep VODs on the YouTube channel, so if you ever want to watch some, let me give you a warning. Spoiler. Very boring. We will try to get some of the other YouTubes, try to post it, other YouTube channels re-downloaded so we can try to get some of the YouTube videos in this one. But it's more than likely it's not going to be the case. But it's great to have you, Mr. Tybo. Tybo? We'll call you Tybo for now. It's great to have you. Danny, thank you for joining. Crispy, you as well. And you as well, I'm me. Gonna have a great rest of your day. Hope you have a good morning, afternoon, good evening, and possibly good night. I'm Wyman. I'm always cheesed to meet you guys. See you around.